Living an authentic life, I think the path for every human is different because as there are many stars in the glorious night, not only within our sense of this universe, but any overlapping realities. There's as many ways to flow through the human experience. And your path to cultivating a greater life of authenticity, just because I want you to know more joy and happiness and to be able to access resources to unknit and problem solve and process things that get in the way of you being fully you. So, being authentic um, for me came from a practice of learning how to deeply listen and a sense of knowing what best serves the moment, what state of being. The state of being could be just simply being with no activity. There may be some flow, and when I flow into energy, into activity, I frame it at this point as intentional effort. When I phrase it as intentional effort, it just creates more ease and more calm. And when you're easeful and you're calm and you're rooted and you're deeply listening inside your body, and your body is connected to the present moment, grateful for the present moment, knowing that you have at any moment at your resource a simple, having the intention, I'm giving some effort to mindful breathing so I can be aware, like a poem, breathing in. I know I'm breathing in and breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. And if I wanted to add another layer to that, I'd begin to listen. And I'm hearing bird song, breathing in. I know I'm breathing in, breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. In the way the originator, who I learned it from, Thich Nhat Hanh, you don't force the breath, you just watch the breath. And the mindfulness, the intensity of using the breath, I see is a part of the yoga tradition and the dance tradition. So I'm going to give myself permission in the moments when my body wants to have that type of breath. I will allow it, but I'm going to simplify it to what I learned from Thich Nhat Hanh. And we can breathe in. You know you're breathing in, and breathing out. You know you're breathing out. And you're just going to watch your breath. You're not going to try to force it to do anything. You just watch your breath. Breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. That's just one C. And for myself, the path to authenticity came using that principle of mindfulness as I began to give a great deal of attention and effort to my first passionate impulse in life as a dancer, a dance maker, and a movement artist. A small part of my multimodality expression of who I am. That mindfulness in motion has brought me here to this moment now where a couple of months ago, I guess like I'm 4 months into the process, suddenly the web that organizes my life in terms of that primary source of energy from the universe to do things that in our that life perception came solely from the relationship of being an employee to an employer. Um, and one can willingly go into that relationship if the employer has a value base and a spiritual base that is very different than your own. There may be a few common threads because love and laughter and light, everybody can relate to that. But then as we become more complex as people, as we layer different layers in the human experience, some may not, they may, be in conflict. So I'd had this 14-year relationship as a I'm not even going to say what it was that I was, but I had this 14-year relationship and I grew and evolved through that. And that was suddenly that web and everything associated with it including identity. Everything was suddenly torn apart. It came completely and totally unexpected. So I guess I already did say what I am. It was. I'm undoing the receptionist phase. And now I'm in a space that is, I noticed what was really interesting when your life is being remade, when something new is manifesting, where we live and how we organize our space is an expression of of the rest of our life, the totality of our life. And the first day after the web was pulled from under me, I went to what felt safest in terms of creating a container that said, I am an artist. That's all that I am, as an artist, and organized everything. And now that I have a little more clarity about what direction, everything has become reorganized, and I have this line of ideas of things that I actually enjoy doing. That I enjoy doing. And this cushion and who I am right now, in terms of I love helping people. And yesterday I did something crazy, and I went online so that I could and got a certificate as a universal life minister. So in essence, I'm somebody here who can minister, is what I call an art venturer, somebody who is honest and honest to who they are, when they were born, how they were born, what they were born into, their life experience. Honest with that, really, really honest. And I want to give that. And in giving that, I know there are basic things I need energetically for the pragmatic part of the messy part of being human, where I'm living in a home and I pay this person, give them energy in the form of money for rent. So, I need to find a way. I'm welcoming a way where I can do that, but I can do that in a way that's authentic to who I am. Not only my natural gifts, but how I organize when it becomes a little more complex with regard to what I value, my spiritual intention, my societal and planetary intentions of why I'm truly here. And so that's that. Welcome to my art venture from, what was the latest thought that I had? The Playfressional Studios. Mahalo.